So guys, in today's video, I am going to be answering your most frequently asked questions. So stick around, make sure to watch till the end of the video. Hey teacher friends, it's your girl Georgia. Welcome to Georgia's Lifestyle. Georgia's Lifestyle, the channel where I share with you what it's like working and living in the UAE. So yes, I am a teacher working in the UAE, and so I use my channel to share my experiences with you, also to give you a little bit of guide and some tips about what it's like working here. Also, I share with you lifestyle videos. So if you're watching for the first time, a special welcome to you. I hope after you watch this video, you will come back again. Yes, give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment in the comment section, and share the video with a friend, and also turn on the post notification bell so you are the first to get notified every time I upload. The question that is asked the most is, what certification do I need to become a teacher in the UAE? Now, there are several videos out there, lots of videos there on my channel. And guys, what you need to be a teacher in the UAE is a bachelor's degree in education. Now, I know that in different parts of the world, whatever is written on the degree might have a different name, but it must be a bachelor's degree, one that allowed you to cover educational content. Now, if you don't have a bachelor's degree, then it's going to be whatever it is that is equivalent to a bachelor's degree. You can also have a master's in education. However, to be a teacher, guys, your documentation, your transcript, the subjects covered while you were studying, they must be educational related. There is no going around that. There is no other option. With a diploma in education, you might be hired as a teacher assistant, or in some schools they call them teacher assistant, or learning assistants, and so on, or classroom assistants. All right guys, so there's no going around that. You must have a bachelor's education or a master's in education, or a degree with science related subject matter, but it must be education. Okay guys, so I hope I have cleared up this most frequently asked question. And as I always implore you, do your research. Let Google become your friend. All the information is there. Just go ahead and Google about teaching and what you need to become a teacher in the UAE. All that information is out there. Now, along with the bachelor's in education, you need the transcript. Another frequently asked question is, when does hiring start in the UAE? When does recruitment start in the UAE? Now, recruitment or hiring is ongoing. It never stops. You can apply at any time throughout the year. Yes, if schools are specifically looking for teachers for August, September start of the new school year, yes, they're going to start their recruitment from about October, November of the previous year, or January of that same year. They will definitely start their recruitment to secure the best teachers possible that they can find. However, the hiring or the recruitment, it never stops. Yes, it never stops. So you can go ahead and apply at any given time. My first job in the UAE, I started in the month of October. Then I moved on to another school. I started the January. Then the job that I'm at now, I started in the month of May during that year when I started. So that means you can be employed just about any time as long as the school needs a teacher. Next frequently asked question is, does the UAE accept degrees done online? No, they don't. Your degree must have been done face to face. They don't accept distance education, distance degrees. Therefore, you must have studied face to face. And again, you can go ahead and do your research on that. Next question. Can my family move with me to the UAE? Yes, your family can move with you to the UAE. However, not all schools provide family benefit. As a teacher being employed in the UAE, the school is first and foremost responsible for securing your work visa, also paying for your ticket, to come into the UAE, and a return ticket every summer. If you decide to travel outside of summer, you are responsible for that ticket. So all schools will first be responsible for the teacher who is employed. So you will get all those benefits. Now there are schools that only offer salary packages just for the teacher only. However, there are lots of schools out there that provide family benefits. Now, the benefits are differing based on the school. It's not set in stone. Some schools will provide, well, like I said before, the airfare for the teacher. However, if your husband, so you can't move here with if you're not married, the school is not going to consider that. Yes, so once you're married, yes, schools offer family packages. However, there are some of them who will provide the health insurance and so on for your spouse. However, they will not be responsible for your spouse's airfare and so on. So while they provide the accommodation and so on, you might have to pay for their health insurance, or you will have to pay for their airfare and so on. While there are some family packages that pays for the husband and the wife's airfare, pays for their health insurance and so on, and just about everything that comes along with the salary package of whichever of the spouse is employed. So when you look at the jobs being posted or advertised, please read carefully to see what they offer, if the packages say for single teachers only or they say family benefits. And that also includes your children. One of the benefits for the children, it could be that they pay the child's airfare, but you don't get tuition, or it could be that you have to pay the child's airfare, but tuition is free, or you get an allowance for your child's education. So it may be that your child can attend the school that you are working, or if it's a school for natives only, then this school will give you the school fee or the allowance for your child. So your child will go to another school. There are some schools where the child can go to the school that you are working and get free tuition, or they give you a percentage of the tuition. How long is the contract offered? Some schools offer 2 years contract, some 3 years contract. Do you have to go back to your home country after the contract ends? No. As long as your school is satisfied with how you worked during your contract period, they will definitely ask you if you want to stay. So as long as you want to stay, you can stay at that school forever, and they will keep renewing your contract and renewing your visa and renewing all your benefits and so on. If it is that you have finished your contract, at the end of your contract, the school will give you your gratuity, will give you your that letter, that what's the name of that letter now, your work experience letter, to say that you worked at this school for this number of years, and then you can use it to move to a new school in the UAE if that is your choice. And yes, you don't have to go back home. However, every time you change a job in the UAE, you have to start the documentation process all over, because your visa and all the benefits, they're always tied to the school that employed you. So once you finish your contract and you're moving to a different school, the previous school will cancel everything, cancel your health insurance and everything, and then you'll have to wait until the new school resubmits documents for you. Another frequently asked question is, ma'am, I applied to several schools, several recruitment companies, and I have not gotten any response. Can I tell you guys? You know what the problem is most of the time? Your CV. your CV is not structured properly, there are lots of grammatical errors in your CV. The pages are over the limit. The relevant information is not there. Unnecessary information, not necessary, is there. Guys, remember, recruiters, schools, they get thousands of resumes or CVs, as you might call it. Do they have the time to go through them with a fine-tooth comb? No. They go straight to the experience section and also the qualification section to make sure that you are the person they are looking for. But again, guys, there are thousands of samples of CVs on the internet. You can even use Canva to format your CV. You can go to Canva, search for that app. It helps you, it guides you in how to write your CV. So that is one of the number one reasons why you are not hearing from the schools. Then again, guys, there are some schools that are looking for specific nationalities. If you don't see your nationality listed there, it doesn't mean that they won't employ you. Still go ahead and apply, but then again, it comes back to your CV. Also, schools will not, unfortunately, they will not respond to everyone. You might not be who they are looking for, but they don't have the time, or I don't know what, to respond to you to say, we can't employ you at this time, or we don't have any vacancy at this time. So what they do is, most schools, they only contact those persons who are shortlisted for the job. Unfortunately, it would be nice if they respond to say, we don't have a vacancy now, or you don't meet our criteria right now. But truth be told, a lot of schools or recruiters, they don't respond. They only contact those who have been shortlisted. Do the schools only employ native English speakers? No, they don't. Lots of teachers are here in the UAE and English is not their first language. However, to teach the core subject, most times they do look for native English speakers, and you can understand that. However, other nationalities do teach in the UAE in which English is not their native language. However, doing teaching English, that certification about teaching English as a second language, yes, if you have certification in that, then that will be an advantage for you if English is not your first language. A lot of you ask, do I need IELTS? It's not a requirement. However, again, there are a few schools who ask for it, but it is not a requirement. But again, if English is not your first language, it would be good if you have a certification in which you did courses teaching English as a second language and so on. So I hope I have cleared up that. As females, do you have to wear an abaya? Definitely not. It's a choice. There are some schools are very strict with the dress code. So if it is that you have no issues with an abaya, you can wear it if you want to, but it's not required. However, you have to be fully covered, your arms, your cleavage, etc. If you're wearing pants, trousers, ladies, they can't be tight fitting. So you don't have to wear an abaya, but if that makes you feel more comfortable, yes, but you're not forced to wear the abaya. Can men wear Canva to work if they choose? Yes. You just have to follow the school's dress code policy. Is it better to come to the UAE on a tourist visa and search for a job? Technically speaking, you can't be working in the UAE on a tourist visa, but of course persons do come on tourist visa while they search for jobs, dropping off their CV, etc. It's a personal decision that you will have to make if you would like to come and then search for a job. It's a personal decision that you have to make. Are you guaranteed to get a job? Not necessarily. Can I come to the UAE and then get my documents attested? You need 2 attestations. Your degrees must be first attested in your home country before you can get UAE attestation. So if you are already in the UAE and your degrees have not yet been attested in your home country, you're going to have to send them somewhere to get them done. But you cannot get UAE attestation before your home country's attestation is done. No going around that. All right, so you have to get it attested by the Ministry of Education in your home country, that is wherever you did the degree, and then at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You need those two stamps on it first, or the embassy, your home country embassy. That attestation must be there from the educational body where you studied, and also the foreign affairs in or embassy in your home country before you can get UAE attestation. I hope this video helped you. I hope it answered your questions. However, if I have left out anything that you would like to know, drop me a comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. If you have reached to this part of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share the video with a friend. Until next time, it's your girl Georgia. Take care of yourself. God bless you.